Weird. I think I just got it going. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't see it up there. The TikTok screen, it's tiny to me from here. It's like 4 feet away from my eyes. Thank you for getting me back on track here. I think I just got it going. Ah, there it goes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't see it up there. The TikToks, and now it's in my ears. That was funny for a second. It was like looping back into my own ears. Oh, that would have been a really good way for me to hear if the stream was clear. But now you can tell me. Hopefully that sounds like an 808 and not like a whole bunch of sand. It should sound like a little boingy, springy 808 sound. Cool. Thought I could do it, but I think I forgot to click the go live button once I knew that my sound was okay. Oh well. We just gotten up to speed now, so let's go back and get back into this audio design groove. Dope. So I'm gonna move around some filters. It's kind of a cool effect. Yeah, filtering it takes out a lot of the character of the sound. Like, you spend that time on the transient, and it's probably not going to sound much nicer transiently once you get it dialed in. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to try to see if maybe Decapitator adds a little bit of flavor that I like, which often happens. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay, that's something. Let's hop into some drums. What kind of drums do I want? With this one, I want to stick with this little blippy bloopy. Let's see what the integer kit has to offer. Kicks fighting the base for sure. I'm gonna mess around with different kits. That's a melodic kit. All right. Good luck. Let's vary the pattern up. First by like oversimplifying it. So let's take out everything except for like the very first note. Let's run that all back. Okay, not terrible. I've forgotten about the smash. Oh well. Let's get some keys in here, something like that. Well, the bass is slightly out of tune too. Should I bring the tune down more? Maybe a touch higher. I messed up the last bit. That's fine. We can fix it in post. Something. Let's see. It's a decent groove. It's a decent enough groove, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna call this. Calling it Holbert. I'm gonna try to put the mic above me looking down. Like this. Like a little bird looking in. I think I can still get picked up pretty quick. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm really trying to drill in this like 808 creation process. So I'm gonna make a brand new one. Intro, drum set. Give me a kick. What's this? It's a sub. It's a sub. Alright. Don't just need the sub. Let's use this tronic. Difference between the tronic and the sub. Too much. Sub lets us attack the change the attack. Which is kind of nice. Let's stick around here. We can mess with the attack more. It's a thin attack. A lot of thin attack. Not a lot of thin attack. It's a thin. It's a thick. It's a noise. Those are the three ones that we get. Color. That's a nice color. Just huge. Sounds pretty good. What if I only used Decapitator to distort it this time? What if we started by punishing it? Like the rule is it has to have punishing on. Interesting. The distortion messes with the tonality. It's pretty sick. Oh no. What else can we do here? It's like all phasey. Then we hit it with some lo-fi. It crush it. I like that the sound takes the same amount of time on each note. getting it. Not bad. Okay. All that talker. Try something else. Oh, we have to rearrange the Windows times for this. Oh, we lost our replay finally. I like Samus over Snake. Personally.
Three, two, one, go!
Trying to find my project. That's why. That's why I can't find this. They're in here. It's Phoenix Tail. Oh my goodness. Let this load. It's gonna tell me something about my read. See if the sound sounds good. Oh, sound sounds good. If I get the sound sounding good, I just let this run for a second. Sake of going up a quick snack. Monitor this. Yep, that sounds good to me. Oh, wasn't monitor. Yeah, darn right there's missing media files. What are we missing? Do I need to install my packs? That's what it is. I need to install my packs. So what's this one coming from? This is from Astral Woodwinds. Man. Give me my woodwinds. What else do we need? Drum Essentials. Drum Essentials, Drum Essentials, Drum Essentials. Well, Drum Essentials. I think if I get the woodwinds and Drum Essentials, good to go. I might as well download the rest of these while I'm thinking about it, but there's no rush. 7 gigs? Shit, it's gonna take forever before that bassoon shows back up. I should have froze all of this. Y'all, I'm so barely a producer. I don't do any of the right things. Like, so my stuff becomes kind of difficult to maintain. I shouldn't say unmaintainable, but unnecessarily difficult to maintain. I'm freezing my stems more, like, habitually. And I can come back to a project and, like, it's basically there. Like, I might have to, like, do some manual chopping and snippage, but I shouldn't have to feel like I'm writing something from scratch, anew every time. Yeah, I'm supporting Jovan here. I think Jovan's gonna fight a friggin' demon with this brawler character, judging by the GSP differential, the win ratio, the overall trend. all indicators point to me Brawler. Although, you know, Ike maybe was having a few off games. I could see Ike taking it away. Tough to say as I wait for these woodwinds to dim. It's a very fresh install of Ableton, so I'm still kind of figuring out what things I forgot to install. Your bot also looks out. He looks like a sort of like a thugged out Assassin's Creed type dude. Oh, the Snorlax timing by Ike. Yeah, if you have an Ike that knows how to get and use items effectively, that can be a wrap. Ike's way up on him right now. 87's not even that heavy. Hang on and light it up. It's okay. Not. Brawler. Showing why the GSP is so high. Who's going to scramble for the ball? Brawler going with the uppercut. Kirby jumping for it. Kirby with the flights. Ike anticipates, moves to the right side of the stage. Ball comes back in a weird direction. Ike's certainly looking like on with this. Much better item use by Ike. If you turn items off in this game, you're missing part of the game. I've always said that about Smash. I'm not even trolling. It's not even a hot take. I know people hate the randomness of it. That's the point. That's the actual point. It's the same reason that like people in New England feel proud when like a football game gets played in the snow. Yeah, it adds to adds this element of silliness. It's maybe not the same as what players specifically practice for to play at their peak. Who gives a shit? It's part of the mental toughness of the game. It's part of the variance of the game. You don't have the mental toughness to take bad beats on like somebody got a couple of Pokeballs and you're still playing your best Smash game and doing your fucking air cancels and stuff. Maybe you don't deserve to win. In poker, do they just go like, oh, they rivered you. Have your money back. The only time that ever happened was when it was a nice lady who called the guy out for not expecting her to be good at cards, and then she caught him on a dog shit hand, called his bluff, took his money. He hunted her down afterwards, cornered her in the hall, and berated her until she quote unquote gifted the money back to him. That's the only time I've heard of somebody getting his money back and outplayed and outlucked in cards. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bop the mic there. So now, I think I have to install the woodwind still. If I click to learn more, do I have my drum essentials? Yeah. 16 of the reference files are missing. That bassoon is necessary though. That's the people say it reminds them of the Mission Impossible sound. It reminds me of bassoon, but I could hear it. I guess it's definitely someone's doing this trill on a bassoon. It sounds dope. What else do I need aside from these things? That's right. Mixing meat file usage. Doesn't update. I update sources, so maybe I'll have to like without session packs are about to install to wait. One thing I'm definitely about to do is saute some chicken breast tender on the stove, season some salt and some also a little bit of cayenne season, maybe even a splash of steak season, just a sharp fried garlic. And I'm gonna let it all caramelize in the skin. The skin, just like some of the spices mixed with the juices of the chicken, congeals. It's gonna get really dark. That's gonna season up the chicken well. It's not gonna look super great on the piece of shit. Got a little rice left in the rice cooker. Mix it up with the chicken. A little cheese on that fucker. Yup. King. This fight's gonna be over fast. I always like team fights because it really is a contest of like who can get the other player totally destocked first, and it's a 2v1. It's very, very rare that you see somebody outdo the clean. That's what you watch for. You watch to see one person left end up like coming back from the brink. On some level, you know, you want to see like Mewtwo clutch it out and then like fucking 3 stock 2v1. Maybe you don't. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you care about. So, my pack is stuff. 7 gigs, not that long. Not that long. I don't have fiber or anything. Got stuff. Got internets. Yo, Mewtwo and Ike might actually win this still. I really kind of like. I looked at the stocks for a second, glanced at the percentages, thought, nah, I should seal it. Nice little last gasp though. It's happening. Okay, Woodwind's almost done. Almost ready to install. Come on now. Let's do this. Excited to see how it sounds. I get the whole sound back in. Oh. Goodness gracious. So that's not the bet I would have gone with. I think the me characters are characters that I drastically underestimate matchups. Ooh, I haven't seen a Joker in a matchup in so long, but I'm assuming Joker's off meta right now and Pyramithra's meta, so I'm back meta. Is that fair? Is the new character always the meta in one of these games? Probably. It's pretty amazing that in Ableton, like, and in Machina, that you've got these sound banks, like gigabytes of wave files of instruments. All sorts of different producers, like, are sifting through simultaneously around the world and going, yeah, I'm going to start with this one. And I think when you're a very beginner producer, you're like, this is the right sound. And then I think if you're like getting beginnerish, intermediate-ish like me, and you can hear things in most of your mixes that you didn't like anymore, then you're maybe at the stage of going, I have self-consciousness about, let me bring in this sample, but let me color it and make it my own. But then, you know, with me, I've got way too heavy of a hand in how I color things in sometimes. So then I feel like as I get more advanced, I'm going to be better at like serenely hearing a sound as I bring it in, and just like the beginner, quote unquote, being like, yes, this is the sound. Because there's a part of me that knows that like these companies are, they're not EQing shit that they're putting in these packs, you know? If the shit was ever poorly EQ'd, like professional musicians did like YouTube exposés on it, it would really kind of fuck them up. So I don't think that that's their vibe going for. It's looking for things that it couldn't find, so I'm going to try to reopen this from reset. See if it opens it better. We're not going to save it. Let's go. See if all the instruments load without me having to restart Ableton. I feel like maybe my superpower is that I always guess wrong when I'm spectating Smash. I think I'm correct only 20% of the time. If you're not careful, you can let a Joker like Bayonetta the shit out of you. One of the referenced files are missing. Tell me more. What file is missing? Media files are missing. New candidates were found. What one file? I wish I had like a visual indication. Which file did I? Should I just solo the sounds? That's what I should do.
Let me at him. Lightning counter.
I knew it was you. Instruments.
Called it.
You show him, Mitra.
Should probably just reinstall all the packs, huh? Max for live essentials is what. Thought I had them already. For live. Instrument. I download the granulator. It sounds like it's for live content.
Three, two, one, go!
Honestly, probably just end up installing it. This has been a really useful session, though. It's like I've done some restorative things in the studio. I've done some practice. I've gotten a muscle work, remembering how to make weights from scratch. Still need to make better ones. But I'm learning like what different tools I can use in the toolbox to do. So, the best producer I'll be in my life. If I'm very, very lucky, the day when I'm the very best producer I'll be in my life, will be the very last day. That'll be. Isn't that like the goal? You want to be like the swordsman that always lost in that Ragnarok anime show. The motherfucker that like comes back beyond the grave because he gets summoned to fight Neptune, Poseidon, and it's like I have to. This is gonna be my first dub, and he gets his first dub. Fucking spirits of his shit. Everybody that ever beat him in combat taught him a lesson that he was able to use, come back with. So yeah, I have these little instruments that they were set up for specific Ableton instruments. The Kalen Ellis sample as well. The kick is coming from Kalen, really meaty kick. All things to keep. Installing these live packs. Goodness my gracious. I feel so like sitting. This stool is really bad for my back because the cushion is really bad. Turn off TikTok Live. On the Patreon. That's fine. TikTok Live is like annoying because it cuts off my ability to see the second up here. I think I'm gonna probably experimenting with like having so it's like let's see. Here, turn this is a good fight. That was cool. That was like a photo finish. Alright, I got the mic pointed back at me. I'm gonna install these as I see that they're ready to install. An install fest. I gotta log off soon. I can do this installing. Go get that snack before it's too late. I don't know if I kind of buried the lead here, Patreon. So if you're watching the stream all the way to this very end of the evening time, I should let you know that I think I've finished writing Swanosaurus Rex, which is like the actual written Swanosaurus. This is a hard call. I think that Lucas and Mega Man, by virtue of having such a good ranged kit, have a slight advantage here. But the Mega Man, I feel like the Meta Knight Ike matchups for level control, like 2v1, I feel like Mega Man might be the first to fall, not Meta Knight. But I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, maybe Ike will be first to fall. When you're doing 2v2 thinking, I always think, who's going to be first to fall? I really feel like it's going to be Mega Man. Like, Mega Man's going to try to directly engage with Ike. And Ike's going to take the bait, but Ike can deal this 40-50% damage back in like 2 hits. Fortunately, Mega Man is letting Ike absolutely expose himself. Ike doesn't care. It's fun. It's like watching Tyson Holyfield. Whew. Ike's the first one. See, that was my worry when I thought about it. Was like Ike's big old body would eat all the damage early. He'd find himself looking at the wrong end of a stock situation. However, on these little thin platforms right now, Ike can just find some footing. Maybe he's got a really good chance of knocking everybody's fucking block off. I don't know. I don't know. All I know that's a bad mother. We'll bring in all the packs. Once I've got all the packs brought in, I can't conceive of any other. Unless, like, Max for Live is its own other pack I'm supposed to get from the website. But I don't think that's what's happening. I don't think that's what's happening here today. Our precious children of God. Guessed wrong. That's okay. What'd they get? They got Meta Knight. Meta Knight's still alive, though. Is Ike going to get his super off, or are they going to kill him first? No, he got it off. Oh my goodness. What a nice little close 2v2 we got going on now. Neither one of, like, the only one that can really send with their super is Lucas. Everybody else has these little pea shooter supers. These aspirational supers. Mega Man just dunked himself. That's a significant. Okay, cool. Yep, so Ike was the first to fall. Usually the first one to lose the stock is the first one to fall entirely in the 2v2s that I've watched. But I'm not about to play any of this one. I'm still trying to get my friggin' studio set up correctly. My Susu studio. And then the other thing I need to figure out how to do correctly is, like, how can I dial in more interesting pockets from the start? Maybe, like, getting into a step sequencer and clicking on things visually. Like, instead of, like, trying to play in things from my own rhythmic understanding. Because, like, if I'm always starting the rhythmic understanding the same way, then I'm not giving myself a whole lot of options to play with, you know? Hey, this is exciting, though. I don't have to scroll to see any of the available packs anymore. Less exciting is guessing wrong. This time I'm going to try to guess wrong on purpose, and then we'll see if it works. I'll, like, really reason it out, and then at the last second I'm going to thwart myself. It's hard to be wrong. So my instinct right now is actually that, like, since all of these people suck, but Bayonetta's actually got a really solid GSP, I'm thinking that just on numbers. So given that it's not a numbers game, Mario Pikachu, which was my original favorite at a glance, is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to reject my final offer. See if that makes me a better guesser. Cloud's really nicely poised. Yeah, this is it's a big mismatch, I think, skill-wise. I kind of feel like this is what it would look like if real-life Mario and Pikachu were fighting real-life Cloud and Bayonetta. You know, the real-life versions. None of this video game stuff. It's important to have that anchor of reality. It's also important to have some dope-ass headphones to switch up to from time to time. Got these throwbacks from the 90s. I'm gonna rock these joints. I've got a little extension cable in here too, but I think I'm using the extension cable for some other shit. I mean, I can't really rock these right now. It sure does. The extension cable's doing important work though. I know that much. I know that much is true. I think I have a hard connection from my headphone port to this soundbar. I have too many things plugged in. Like, I can remove the soundbar from this room entirely. It would probably improve my speaker setup. Cool if I was watching movies in here. I'm gonna 3-stock them, aren't they? Sure are. What a terrible guess. See, I reasoned through it, and then even when I, like, question my own reasoning, guess still wrong. I think I'd be best off flipping a coin, or just always guessing according to numbers. Then I would think about it less. I think thinking about it more makes you more invested in a result that might have been just as fluky as anything in the world. So why did you get so invested? Change the light color here for a sec. That's pretty. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. I can make it last longer on colors, right? Yeah. That's not bad.
Miss me, baby.
As wrong as I've ever wronged. Thanks to everybody wishing me well for tomorrow's show. I'm very excited about it. Nervous and excited. Also very excited to do these installs and get all my media files. Who's gonna win, Bowser, Sephiroth? Bowser's gonna. I know it's 1v1, and now part of me is like, no, let's actually. What am I doing? I'm doing George Costanza's. I was sure that Bowser was gonna win. Now I'm flipping. doing opposites. Because Bowser can crush in 1v1s because he can do like 35, 40 damage in a hit with the right play. But it's also a 1v1, and so the person who has a little more mobility can sometimes just run circles around you. You can't touch them. Maybe this Sephiroth's really good. It's doing a really clever job of evading Bowser's moveset while also staying really close. I like my choice so far. Seems like Bowser's getting outplayed as well as outdamaged. He's never really gotten out of the juggle for like the last 10 seconds. Oh, the timing on that. That was kind of pretty to watch. This reminds me kind of like the fight at the end of District 9, where it's like the super mean, gross military guy fighting against the mech, and the mech is huge and really well armed, but the military guy is like really cruel and shrewd and able to like roll in behind him and deal like deep, massive amounts of body damage, like surgical precision. And meanwhile, like the robot's raining fire, but not very accurate. Oh, Bowser equalizes the match with a really freaking clever and shrewd throw move. What a brilliant. Okay, I'm taking that into consideration, as maybe I should have backed the other pony. But no, I think the damage differential is still what it is. You can only kind of get away with that move once. Sephiroth can just like stay in the middle of the stage now and juggle. What else am I installing over here? Oh, we're getting close. Only 23 to go, y'all. Blazing. It's also really fun to like remember that you're watching a replay of something that happened a while ago. Maybe days ago. Like this fight's already done. People have already talked about it if they wanted to. Cast it. The actual fighters have forgotten the fight even occurred. But here I am, getting a little loot as a result of my correct guess, which was just simply achieved by locking in an answer and then changing the answer that I had locked in. Very, very simple. Sick. That's the first nice prediction of the night. Maybe the second. Violet Zelda versus Falcon Ganondorf. See, and this is one where it's stock. Who's gonna die first? It's either gonna be Zelda or Falcon is gonna die first. Based on the GSPs and the momentum, I feel like Violet and Zelda are gonna force the first death before they allow it. It's a pretty big differential. What's happening over here? Still downloading my shit. Takes forever. Oh well. What? That opening move, Falcon went up to jump onto them and then lost half of his health in midair at the hands of this Byleth play. So I'm feeling intensely good about Byleth and Zelda's chances in this fight, just based on the opening gambit of moves. Now that they've settled in, we see that Byleth and Zelda own the stage. They're firmly planted in the middle, and it's a juggle fest for Team Blue. They had to give up a life for anybody to be able to touch down. Byleth and Zelda still both sitting under 50%. They will probably two-stock them on their first life. It's a pleasure to watch good team play, too. Because they both want the same thing stage-wise. And it's nice to see them kind of agree as they cross paths, like, that they've accepted the right parts of the stage at the right time. Zelda fearless about spending time off stage, midair, and really safe with the comebacks. Nice. Falcon going for the chase. Nice play. A little inaccurate. Could have been worse. Got out of it safe. But now we're kind of like back into the regular mode of things, which is that Blue tries to find some footing. Oh, there's a nice meteor on Byleth. Immediately returned the favor. And now it's a 2v1. Byleth teabags it out. That's game. If Falcon touches the ground with 2 feet again, I'll be excited. Okay, there it goes. He managed to touch the ground. But yeah, it's 5 stocks to 1, so we know how this one ends. Let's install this upright piano.
Red team win.
Oh, it's already installing. That was the second good guess in a row. Yeah, when the skill stats advantage in a 1v1, that seems like a safe prediction most of the time, especially when you have momentum alongside the skill gap. It's 11-11, make a wish. Me, I wish it was 9-11. I'd love to do this all over again. Wouldn't it be fun? Somebody getting stuck in their studio for the same like 2-hour time loop till they can use the 2-hour time loop to like get a song done start to finish. So they like spend each loop learning a different skill, and then they have to put all the skills together in the same 2-hour period. It's kind of what I'm doing in real life anyways. It'd be fun to make about my real life. This is a tough call. The numbers slightly favor Peach. But isn't Steve like the strongest character in this game? Isn't Steve like the meta character in this game? I'm not sure whose name is cooler. I'm going by win ratio and momentum on this over GSP. Taking Steve. I believe in Steve.
3, 2, 1, go.
Watch Peach just wipe the floor with Steve. Kind of literally the first move she went with, actually. Okay, Steve got a move in edgewise there. Steve, what you doing, man? Trying to build. Can't get anything going. See, I should have done my everything I know is wrong strategy for that. Instead of, like, believing in myself. Believe in myself 2 out of 3 times. This last 3. I've been right 2 out of 3 times. That's actually not. Right now, Peach is about to eat Steve's whole lunch. And poop it out like radishes. You hate to see it. I gotta figure out how to work with these like session drums plugins and like drum like a drummer in the studio. There's so many skills to learn in this music shit. Each piece of software like holds the keys to like creating any number of genres of music. It's very easy to get scattered. What I'm doing right now is surgically focused. I mean, to the extent that I can be. I don't really know if I'm gonna ever find this instrument or not. But I do believe that as I download these packs, install them, I'll be able to move this Swanosaurus track a little forward, finish it up. So the first one was like third, sticking my neck out. I hope this isn't a letdown. Freestyle off the get-go. Take 1, let's go. And then the lyrics were like, and this is not the chorus. It's a song called Swanosaurus. It's all the chorus. It's all the chorus. We made it all the chorus. It's the Swanosaurus. Swanosaurus. The song is not enormous. It's almost over. And then the whole song is actually 51 seconds long. And then I think I said, like, take one, that's the Swanosaurus, and then, like, a kicker line, like father, like son, that's the Swanosaurus. It's like a reflection on how, like, you know, birds used to be dinosaurs and stuff. Steve, even it up. Even it up. He upgraded his weapon. Backwards jumping is really funny to me. Steve, you're gonna die. But I said, third sticking my neck out. I step it up till I step down. Rebound with the petrol. Take two. Let's go. Take two. Let's go. Right? And then the song is like fully loaded in at that point. Then I say, and this is not the chorus yet. It's verse 1 off of Swanosaurus Rex. I got a lot in store and I can rock it raw. This ain't a shock absorber fest. You better stop ignoring this, drop your chores and step on the floor and flex. Thou shalt not resort to rest during the drop of the Swanosaurus Rex. Dun up. Dun up. Swanosaurus Rex. Dun up. Dun up. Step on the floor and flex. Dun up. Dun up. Swanosaurus Rex. Dun up. Dun up. Let's go. And then there's going to be like a whole dance breakdown for 8 bars. And then it's Bana. Verse 2, a refactor. Bana. Dog used to be a wolf once. Bana. Bird used to be a raptor. Bana. How I used to leave him shook, huh? Bana. Third used to be a rapper. Bana. Guy used to breathe in good lungs. Bana. Turn loose with the stamina. Real hard work, that's good love. And this is not the chorus yet. This is a song called Swanosaurus Rex. I made it long with shorter steps. Pteranodon with gorgeous neck. Your head is nodding more because you got informed and you're a connoisseur of fresh. Step on the floor. I'm about to drop the chorus of the Swanosaurus Rex. Shit, I didn't bet. And you should not ignore the bet. That's the lesson here. God damn it. I'm gonna sit here 5 minutes watching people fight without any skin in the game. The background simply saying, we understand how Persona 5 looked. It's cool. But I would argue this is one of the most soulless Smash stages that there is. I'll say it. All those bombs, and Kirby's also Dark Kirby. Yeah. See, here's the thing. King DDD in this game is nuts. Is badonkadonks. Like, the range, the way that the King DDD's ranged attacks hit like trucks. And then the fact that he can also take care of you, obviously, if you step up to the hammer. And then his recovery game, and then his recovery move also being part of like that hits like a truck skill set. DDD's got a lot of weaponry. Also, really, really slow recovery on like every fucking thing he does. Oh. Night, night. Oh, it's gonna be a close one. But they slowed him. They slowed him. DDD just walked. He just walked off the edge with a charged hammer. He got too excited about the slowdown. And they're tied. They're still tied up. It's anybody's game, folks. It's anybody's game. Time for me to install a few more of these sound packs, huh? 20 left. Bet if I just went and got food, came back, so I'll be ready for install. I wouldn't have to wait. This is fun to watch. Team Blue is in the lead. Team extends the lead. Further extend. Oh, missed. The Dragoon! It missed. Oh, and DDD with the jumping Pokeball grab. Nice, an edge Togepi. That does work. Back shield. Back shield. It's on this. Kirby's been running shop, huh? Looks like Blue got it. Got it. Blue got it. What do we got? Chop and swing, drive and glow. You know what I should do? I should re-record the Festivus banger, shouldn't I? We should like update that. I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like I've learned so much more in my mixing, and my studio sounds better now, and I can get a better sound out of my mic, and so I don't need to just use a lot of high cut to hide mistakes in my own mixing ear. Like putting a pillow over my mixes. Like a cruel but empathetic hospice work. I don't know who wins this. Going with Fuku. When I'm not sure, I go with the name that seems like somebody knows exactly what they're doing. I decided not to go with the Dr. Mario that ended in COON because, you know, maybe that person's a racist. I don't know. I might have just been trying to say Critter Coon. Just once again, it sounds like they're trying to like getting in that zone. You know what I mean? Okay. Installed. Flashing it. Involved. Did I say I thought I was gonna win? Lucas, right? Yeah, I think Lucas. Lucas in a 3-person fight is usually a good bet because it's that Earthbound shit, that like the classic ability to sit on the edge. Now, in that case, right, if you're gonna fire yourself into the pit of death, maybe you're not cut out to win the match. Nice. With the jumping attack. There goes Lucas. I didn't realize that I was backing the pony that was going to destock himself by 2. He's hitting like a truck when he connects. He's picking decent moments. And then he chooses the mobility option that gives him a bath. That's his problem, is he keeps trying to downward spike himself into opponents. Maybe now that it counts and he's somehow redeemed himself, maybe he finds his way on top. No more of that up B nonsense in the middle of the arena. Doesn't know what he's doing. Might have killed Incineroar. Almost. Almost killed him with the ice there. Ooh, the PK freeze timing is not quite on point. Overtly rooting for Lucas now as he does another one of his risky moves. High risk, low reward moves from Lucas. Standing to do maybe 6-7% of damage on somebody. There it goes. Doc Mario's done. That ice, that PK freeze from a distance. All right, 2 more things to install. The only stuff left to install is at least a gig now, right? This one up top, beat tool. It's been taking forever. That's less than a gig. Aside from that, everything's a gig and up. Nice prediction. When it's Canada and 2 Americans, I tend to take the Canadian. That's another just betting thing that I, based on what I know. This is time, not stock. Give me DDD. Time, not stock. I don't trust Kazuya to get the kills more often than the deaths, because every Kazuya likes to play half their game off the stage doing that laser eye move. If you like to play half your game off the stage, I feel like you're playing foolhardy. It just doesn't pay off most of the time. Sometimes it does and you feel cool. Look where he goes. First thing he does is he goes toward the edge to practice shooting his dang laser. Look at him. Look at this Kazuya. Did exactly the thing I said he was going to do. He went to the edge of the stage, flirted with going off the edge, and now he's like, well, at least I can do my lasers from here. DDD's like, that's fine. Do everything from there. My hammer works really good from over here. Let's see what's happening. Come on, Deeds. Don't let me get shown up by Palutena on this one, because Palutena's a dang sleeper. I didn't realize that we'd have items. This changes everything. It's an item fest. Palutena's going to win. She's going to pick up the most items and she's going to use them. But she's not used to having her own moveset carry through everything that needs to do the smashes, right? Palutena's smash moves come out pretty slow. They hit pretty hard. But it's not like you're going to do a whole lot of like mid-air back A to knock people out as Palutena. You have to be a little bit more clever. Nobody's died yet somehow. I'm shocked. Who's gonna chip the first? Oh, get it, DDD. Get that. DDD picking up the assist trophy before he dies. This is probably gonna be the whole game. Because now he's got the assist trophy out, and he got credit for 2. Good job, Deeds. Hit that one too. Yeah, steamroll it. Steamroll it. It's a wrap. It's the whole game now. 2 assist trophies. Forget about it. DDD's back. Back on stage. Stomping him. Kazuya's looking for Palutena. DDD just trying to stay off the screen, which is really smart. It's like when somebody's got a smash thing, you want them targeted, not you. Palutena finally finding her way on the board and possibly picking up the final smash. DDD really wants the final smash. He's got it. DDD's getting everything he wants in this match. His attacks are landing. The trophies are showing up right in front of him. He's chaining assists. Palutena with the Pokeball. DDD keeping her off the stage. She does have a place to plant. It's a Mimikyu. Mimikyu will mess your whole day up. Mimikyu is one of my kids' favorite Pokemon. Says Mimikyu is just misunderstood. So close for Palutena. DDD saying, nuh-uh. Not today. No more attacks on me today, please. I've already won. Just got to download another 30 gigs of packs here, and then I'll be certain that I've got exactly the pack that I need. Or am I still streaming? I don't know. I'm live for 2 hours. Like one of them has been spent just doing this. Jigglypuff versus Pokemon Trainer. It's Pokemon Trainer. Because either the Squirtle's going to be better at being quick and jumpy than the Jigglypuff, or the Charizard is going to have good tack up close. Pokemon trainers are... The only thing they all have in common is that you don't see a lot of them effing with the Venusaur. It's a lot of Squirtle Charizard play from Pokemon trainers. It'd be cool if this Pokemon trainer was like a Venusaur main. I'd be excited to see that fight. Jigglypuff versus Venusaur is not something I would expect. Right here is exactly what I'd expect, which is just like fast openers from Squirtle not letting Jigglypuff find his footing for his disruptive moveset. Jigglypuff, sort of the Yoshimitsu of the Smash Brothers pantheon. Likes to go asleep in the middle of fights, likes to throw himself off the stage at high speeds. Venusaur. Oh, what the hell? That was gross. That was super gross. I don't even actually understand everything that happened there. I saw Venusaur with like the midair spin and the meteor bop from his little bulb. And then before I knew it, he had changed into Charizard, and I thought I saw a lick of flame go off and like tag Jigglypuff there for the first stock. Charizard thought he was in control there. Jigglypuff, quick with the down meteor, gave him a bad time. Now, is Venusaur Venusaur, or is Venusaur an on-road to Charizard? This is the thing with Venusaur, is like a lot of people don't hang out in Venusaur. Maybe this guy hangs out in Venusaur, does 60 more damage to Jigglypuff. Maybe Venusaur is the matchup. This is what I was hoping for. Oh, golly. Get him, Vena. Yeah, okay. Now open up with your side B on his rollout. That's what I would say. Come on, Charizard. Nicely done. Nicely done, Zardes. Yep, okay. Where's your side B, bro? Hit him with the side B. See, try the same move. Jigglypuff could have meteored him down again if the timing was slightly better. Charizard believing in the game that he's been playing. Which, I mean, why wouldn't you? You're up a stock. Jigglypuff's in the red. It's a ball game. Pokemon Trainer's dangerous. Low mobility choices from Pokemon Trainer, but like, if they can get around to the type mismatch on you, what are you gonna do? Gonna out tank Charizard? You're gonna outspeed Squirtle? You're gonna out flurry Venusaur? Venusaur is sort of the E Honda of the Smash Brothers pantheon. Got 800. 3 predictions in a row. So now I'm paying attention to this. I'm getting better at it. Pure American Battle. Mario Ganondorf. What a classic matchup this is. The numbers favor Ganondorf. However, it says right here that Mario is a game expert. Plus, the level is Mushroomy Kingdom, which moves side to side, and Mario's got a mobility advantage on that level. It's easy for, you know, a character who's a little slower with less first and second jump height to maybe get stuck on some level geometry weird, take the wrong hit, wake up in a corner, find themselves falling off the left edge of the map. Oh, but it's not it's not that style of map at all. I had it completely wrong. See, so I guessed wrong. And now I'm going to feel real silly. Probably for the duration of this. I think Ganondorf could definitely just obliterate Mario here. Mario's already down a whole stock right off the bat. Oh, but maybe I spoke too soon? I don't know. It was the big right hand from the plumber. Sending Ganondorf spiked down in the pit. Ganondorf not finding it easy to wake up into the second stock either. As Mario giving him a lot of trouble in the middle of the stage. Ganondorf going for that meteor kick. It's not going to go. And Mario with another down meteor taking Ganondorf out like the trash that he is, canonically, in the story Ocarina of Time. Ganondorf going beast mode. Mario unfazed. Ganondorf nonplussed. Mario opens his thesaurus and resumes fighting. There's that heal. Mario eats it and then proceeds to put him into his mode again. There's that down punch. It seems like Mario spent a lot of time in the practice room figuring out how to meteor his enemies into oblivion. Why rack up the damage and send somebody flying when you can simply punch them down too fast for them to do anything about you? What a finisher. What a finisher. And then once again, ending the pause screen with the down fist, reminding us why he's here. What does he do? He flushes things. Down. Down is out when you're against Mario. That's a thing to remember, kids. Or to forget, you know? Your fucking call, not my brain. Put whatever in there you want. Also, if you're a kid, go to bed. It's too late. Your parents should give you a bedtime. Incineroar versus the Beach. Where we fight in Gerudo Valley. Going with the shortest name. Somebody was like, you know what my name is? These two characters. I like the confidence there. I don't like my choice. Instantly, I wanted to change it because I'm like, actually, I'm thinking about the matchup, and I feel like Bowser Jr. is going to throw so much shit at Incineroar. Incineroar is not even going to be able to throw Bowser Jr. at his little ropes. So right away with the item out, and then we have the cannonball. So yeah, Bowser Jr. attempting to keep his distance. Incineroar figuring out what he can do. Is he going to block? So he's figured out some advancing guard strategies to just cut through Bowser Jr.'s shit. Not really too worried or bothered by the kit from Beach at this point yet. Incineroar ready to shield rather than jumping. He does not want to concede the ground to Bowser Jr., and he's ready to take a little damage to prove that point. Is the toe-to-toe strategy going to work out for Incineroar, or will he find himself wishing that he had tried to mix it up and then find an aerial approach over these Mecha Bowsers that Bowser Jr. keeps on throwing out? Bowser Jr. developing a rhythm of his own and seeming to gain a little bit of momentum. You can see him making a little bit more progress in keeping his top speed going as he moves back and forth across stage. But there's a nice little mix-up. Incineroar baits him down and then punishes him on the chase. Bowser Jr. evens it out without Incineroar being able to even scratch him on that second stock first. We're functionally tied one stock down. Incineroar with the classic. Everybody loves any fighter who can just bring infinite amounts of ring equipment into the fight in their fire garter belt and then trot them out to throw you against them whenever they wish. It's pretty cool. It's a good tactic. It seems unfair at first, but don't be racist. Half of the white characters in this game start the fight with a sword. Let the Latinos bring stuff too. That's what I have to say about Incineroar. Oh, what a nice wake-up move off the edge. Both of these people's edge gamesmanship is very exciting. It's fun to see Incineroar sort of do this advancing taunting guard through Bowser's attacks and then just knock him off the stage. That's pretty dope. It's nice to see, especially because I voted for the guy. Just on the basis of the shorter name. This Incineroar player seems to think that he's like the main character in an anime, and it's not enough for him to beat Bowser Jr. He has to specifically beat the things about Bowser Jr. that he loves the most about himself. Nice job using the double downwards, and then the side dodge to bait the response to a third. Hits him with the special. This match is all but over now. Incineroar has a full stock on Bowser Jr. But perhaps I spoke too soon, you know? Bowser Jr., if he lands 2 solid combos on Incineroar here, maybe he matches it all up again. Tries to hit him with the delayed release on the Mecha Bowser. Incineroar is just hard to hit with most of Bowser Jr.'s kit until he gets about half a stage away. That messes up Incineroar's timings a little bit on the approach. Incineroar trying that aerial approach finally, and maybe we're learning why that was never the goal originally, because the aerial approach does not seem to be working out as well. And here Bowser Jr. has found himself completely back in this. The weight of that clown car being the only thing that saved him so far. But it's not going to save you forever. Against Incineroar, the luchador, with a little bit more. Almost got our whole drone lab. 8.5 gigs of drone sounds. Now I feel like Gabe from The Office. Just having that shit on my computer. Right? Talk about a moment lasting forever. Season 8, am I right? I'm kidding. Season 8 was dope. I'm a big Bobby Callie fan. Getting even more money for my correct guesses. Let's try to guess correct one more time. Oh, this kills me. I want to vote for the double King K rules so bad. My heart wants this bet. My brain tells me this is the bet. My heart says it's 2 King K rules. They will do no wrong. My mind says their win ratio, their momentum, their GSP totals. I'm I don't even like rooting for Greninja and Wii Fit Trainer, but I'm sticking with this one just because it's one of those. It's 2v2. Go with where the skill lives, because since it's distributed across two people instead of just one, it's likelier that the first to fall will be in the set of people that have the two lowest skill levels. It makes the most sense, right? Like, who's going to make the most mistakes near the edge? Is it going to be one of the King K rules, or is it going to be the Greninja or the Wii Fit Trainer? That seems to be the shape of this whole fight. It's going to be about playing this right hand edge this whole time. And there's a tenacity to it. The King K rules are really putting in the hits on Greninja, and now I think they smell blood for Greninja. But meanwhile, the Wii Fit Trainer are able to isolate one of the K rules and just kind of calmly dunk them. So it's really anybody's game at this point. It's hard to say who's going to win, you know? I do love 2K rules in a pinch. Their recovery is nuts. They got the ranged moves, hit like a truck. Really interesting moveset that comes out in idiosyncratic ways and timings. Bait punish opportunities in the close game. You got that suction blunderbuss, which is such an interesting weapon. Greninja trying to 1v1 against the lighter K. Rool here. We're losing the body mass battle. K. Rool's keeping their projectiles in the air near the edge now, and they seem to be playing their home team game now. They've gotten themselves into a nice little flow, a good rhythm, which Wii Fit Trainer is doing a great job of breaking up, right? Gets in there and tells them, no, you're going to have to play us a different way than just throwing crowns and cannonballs off the right-hand edge of this as we try to find footing. I'm not going to consent to that, says the Wii Fit Trainer. But here come the King K rules, continuing to do big damage in their recovery play, right? They find ways to keep those crowns moving and keep the damage totals rising on the other team. So even as they are down to their final stocks, right, they're still threatening to keep it a close game. And in this moment, the Wii Fit Trainer has just been dunked. We got two King K rules at low stock. We've got a Greninja that just got dunked. And it's down to the wire. It's hard to say. Slight advantage for Greninja and the Wii Fit Trainer. I think they've been playing better. And here's where the GSP and momentum stuff really, I think, matters, right? People who have been accustomed to winning games, who take care of the micro, when they find themselves in these situations where it's close at the end and the momentum is questionable, who's going to summon what it takes? The consistency, the clarity of focus. Wii Fit Trainer's recovery moves there was very fun to watch, right? The way that she dodged the cannonball suction, the way that she found her way back on using her whole kit. It's a good vibe. Greninja, meanwhile, getting the licks in, getting in there doing the damage, and there the King K rule falls. And now this could end very, very quickly at this point. Because these are all skilled players, but that's a 2v1, and we know how those tend to work out.
Let's get fired up.
Hello, I'm commenting on fights that have already happened while I'm downloading music that hasn't happened yet. Third person, and you're witnessing the liminal time, this live stream. Shit's getting real liminal in here. And somehow, through this liminality, I have guessed correctly 6 times in a row. So we're going to keep it going until I run out of correctness. Or until I run out of packs to install, whichever comes first. Ness Ganondorf, that feels like a dub. Then you look at the numbers, and it's like, oh, Samus Yoshi are going to outplay Ness Ganondorf. It's a stock. It's Woohoo Island. Stage is moving around a whole bunch. I think Ganondorf's going to be the first one to get dunked. They're on the way down. No. This is the one where I'm going to Costanza myself and say, it's close enough that I think my first guess was wrong. Sometimes the Ganondorf plays well on a small stage against 2 light opponents, and that's good for 3 of the stocks in the fight. Sometimes you have a Ness that plays like a riot, and they're just playing on a new account, or as a guest of somebody, you know? You never know how somebody's going to play until you see them actually play. The other thing to remember is that all of these games happened in the past. So when you see that like one person's momentum is trending way, way down as somebody else's is not, you're always possibly looking at the game where that trend was narratively significant, right? Oh, Yoshi dunking the Ness. Right off rip, this Yoshi looks like he's about to embarrass the other team. Yeah, two egg lays in a row off opposite edges. I should have stuck with my original bet. This is going to be the one I end up losing on. Yoshi's just better. He's going to outplay him. So 2v2s, go with the skill. That seems to be the rule. I don't see how... Yeah, this Ganondorf is playing like he's half asleep. I don't even see sword swings coming out of this Ganondorf, so it's like, I don't think the Ganondorf understands the moveset that he's got. Every Ganondorf player I've ever watched play this game is doing that overhead sword smash frequently. Because that move doesn't put you at threat nearly as much as it threatens the person you're swinging at. He's doing okay, I guess, holding stage now. But this Samus is just going to sit there and have 2 stocks at the end of this game, no matter what happens to Yoshi right now. Okay. Ganondorf found a little momentum, just enough to like feel safe, and now Samus is going to punish that. Real quick. Real quack. Only 6 packs left to download and install. Ness and Ganondorf each on their last stock already. Samus still on her first. Sorry, I doubted you, miss. There she goes again. If this, I'll tell you what, if Samus had any sort of like launch on her attacks, this match would have been over. Samus is getting in with that running. Yep, there's Ness trying to rescue. Oh, almost. I gotta give big ups to Ness with the almost off-screen rescue off pure muscle memory. But yeah, that was a clear case of the better team winning. Yoshi was a dominant attacker, and Samus proved almost impossible to kill. That was fun. This is fun. Downloading packs and doing a little commentary has been fun. I hope that if anybody is still watching over in YouTube land somewhere, they're enjoying their evening, that they find themselves a nice night's sleep tonight. I do like how these lights light my face differently and also change the shape of the screen. You can also see the delay here. Like my face changes, and then right after that, the camcorder feed changes. That's kind of... Let's see who goes first. Bowser, Lucina. I like Bowser better.